and then I do a little something for my ministry. I thank God for it. And I thank God for everything that He is doing extremely in my life. I thank God for my beautiful wife, Shanika, and I thank God for the boys, Josiah and Joshua, because we have come a long way. And a lot of people don't understand what I mean when I say that. I know that God is still working on me, because there are some things I'm still struggling with, and I ask God every day to help me with it. You know, some of us get around here, we lie. Some of us get around here, we act like we're holier than thou. And ain't that much holiness in the world, because the Bible tells me there was only one perfect one. And He came and He died for your sins, and He died for mine. And I thank God for that. How many really truly thank God for Him carrying that cross for us, that we don't have to bear that cross? Because I know if I had to bear my cross today, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I thank God for what He done. Because if it wasn't for Him, I don't know where I would be at. I'll probably be out there selling drugs. I'll be hooked on drugs. I don't know. But I thank God for what He's doing. Because if it wasn't for Him doing this in my life, I don't know what I do. But He working on me every day. Every day He working on me. Every day He's showing me what I need to do. And I thank God for that. See, a lot of us don't understand what we are going through. See, when we was kids, we was doing things different than what the society are doing today. You know, we always talking about we got to go get the ones that are lost. We're not doing that. The Jehovah's Witness doing their job. What about us? We so high mighty in God. We don't even want to go out and talk to the people. We think we're supposed to be sitting down behind a desk. That's not what God says. Even Jesus went out and went fishing. We got to go out and look for the saints. We got to go out and spread the word. Spread the gospel. We got to, not the gospel. We got to tell people about it. We got to let them know that you can be saved. That prostitute, she can be saved. That drunk, he can be saved. That drug addict, he can be saved. You got to let them know that they can be saved. We can't just sit down. A lot of time I hear people say, you're sitting down on your gift. What is my gift? Help me out. I thank God for everything that He's doing in my life. Because if it wasn't for God, I don't know where I'll be at. Even though I've been in this thing for a minute, I've been in the word for a minute. And yes, I have been used. I have been taken advantage of. Even when I gave this word, I've been taken advantage of. A lot of people use me for no reason. So a lot of people use me. I don't understand why they use me, but they use me. They took advantage of me. I thought they was helping me, but they was hurting me. And every time I turn around, which I don't mind doing, and I'll do it again. Because it's just me that I truly believe that God has something for me. I truly believe that. Ever since I've been in ministry, a lot of people have taken advantage of me. Taken advantage of me. Because I allow it. But now is my time. It's my time to speak. It's my time to tell God what it is. See, because God told me, He said, Chris, I'm giving you everything you need. Everything. But it's up to you to accept it. Now, if you don't accept it, I can't force it on you. And I will not force it on you. Keep that on me. I'm not going to force it on you. Now, if you want to go out there and preach, here go your opportunity. I'm giving you the opportunity. What do you want to do? You want to sit down all your life? So I made my decision. Because I have been called. See, a lot of people say they've been called and they go out and now they back. Because some went and one was sent. You have a went and a sent. The ones that were really truly sent, they still out there. Look at me. I'm still standing because of God. Why am I still helping people? Because God told me to help people. I ain't gonna turn my back on nobody because that's not in me. My mama and my daddy taught me better than that. Especially when I read the word. Do unto others as you have them to do unto you. The Bible said when I was in prison, nobody came to visit me. When I was hungry, no one fed me. When I needed clothes, nobody dressed me. When I was sick, nobody visited. I want to be the one to go back to the jailhouses. I want to be the one to go to the old folks' home. I want to be the one to go to the juvenile center. I want to be able to look them young boys in the eyes and say, you better change. It's your choice. See, all this is a free will. Either you're going to do it or you're not. One thing I learned about God, He's not a forcer. He's not going to push nothing on you that you don't want. That's one thing I learned about Him. You're looking at somebody who's been shot. Somebody who's been stabbed. Been put in prison. Looking to do a life sentence, but God some kind of way blessed me where I didn't have to do that. Looking at somebody say, I wish you were never born. You're looking at this person. You're looking at a person that the family member turned their back on. Yes. My whole family turned their back on me. Didn't want to have nothing to do with me. Until recently. Now they calling me, asking me will I pray for them. And you know what? I don't turn it down. I pray. Me and my father never got along. My father used to beat the heck out of me. Used to bruise my body up. I used to go to school and I used to say I fell down or me and my brother and we were wrestling. But you're looking at somebody that God gave me. See, when I say I forgive you, I meant just that. I forgive you. I lost my sister at an early age. That was my only heart. My sister. My sister was my only heart. She was my special heart. Because she would listen to my problem and I would listen to hers. And when we sat down together, and every time I needed her, she was there. She didn't fake the phone. She was there. Until this day, I miss her. But I know that she's up there in heaven. I don't know if it's up there or down there. All I know, He said we'll be in a new Jerusalem. So I tell you right now, to each and every one of you, you know, you ain't even got to listen to this video. But I would love for you to listen to it. And I would love for not just listen to it, I would love for you to take heed into what the words that I'm saying to you. Because I'm real. I was about 38, 39 years when I came off of probation, or 30, maybe 37. I'm not for sure. When I came off of probation and parole, I had 25 years of it and 40 years of probation. But by the grace of God, I came off that before then. I was supposed to be 60-something years old when I got off. But by the grace of God, He did it. He did it. Not me. He did it. Every time you saw me, I went to jail. The judge used to take 2 years of my probation every time. Until one day I went in that courtroom by myself. And he asked me, he said, are you going to leave the city again? And I told him these words, Your Honor, I'm a preacher. I don't know where God going to lead me to. But I know I'm supposed to obey the land of the law. But Your Honor, I have built this church up there. And I don't know, Lord. And that's immediately that judge say, since you said that, do you have your proof? Do you have the license? Do you have the credentials? I showed him my license. And he had no other choice. He said, you start getting permits from now on. And then that's when God started really working in my life. I really gave my heart to God. I told God, I said, Lord, I don't want no more of this. I'm tired of being locked up, Lord. I'm tired of being put this way. I'm tired of being hurt. I actually sat there and had a conversation with my Father. I told him, I said, you said this and you said this in your word. And you said your word would not come back void. So you got to fix this. Because I am a servant of you. I am a servant. I'm doing this for you guys, so I need something in return. You got to talk to him. He don't mind you having a little conversation with him. That's your Father. You hear what it said, our Father, which are in heaven. He's in heaven. He listened to you. You got to talk to him. Have a little talk with Jesus. See, I never forget this song, Thomas Edison's song. He said, let this be a lesson. So all this that I'm telling you was a lesson to me. And I'm praying and hoping that it be a lesson to some of you out there. Get out of the game. Let that game go. Crip, blood, folk, GD, I don't care what kind of game it is. Let it go. Give your heart to God. When you turn your heart over to God, things will start working for you. Put down the drugs. Get in a church. Don't matter who church it is. If you have to go to your mama church, go to church somewhere. And watch God begin the works in your life. Watch what God begin to do. He gonna begin the healing. I don't see God cure AIDS. I seen this. Got results of it. Cancer. I seen this. Somebody got shot. I seen God. I seen so many miracles. I seen miracles when a baby was in the womb and the baby, they didn't know if the doctor kept saying that the baby wasn't functioning right. The young lady didn't know what was going on with her. I seen somebody pray for her. And I seen her when she came back to church. She said, I don't know why I'm doing all this liquid. She used the word pee. And then the man told her, that's God cleansing you out. I don't see demons inside the church right there in Thomasville, Georgia. We praying for these demons to come out. You can hear them. You can hear them hissing. It was a snake spirit. We prayed the whole time for that demon to come out. We used to walk the streets praying for people until one day we seen the death on that street. We didn't know where it was coming from. And the next morning we went back to church, and they said that somebody set themselves on fire right down the road. They didn't die because we prayed for that spirit to leave. It didn't mean that it wasn't going to happen. But she didn't die. So I'm telling you today, I don't care who you is. I'm talking to everybody out there. And I'm also talking to my family members. All the way from my auntie, all the way up to my uncles, all the way down to my cousin, to my nieces and nephew. I'm talking to you all too. Get it right. Times wait for nobody. There was a song we sung when we was at Christ's Gospel. Time won't be no more. When we all get to heaven, we'll be there forever. How many of you are going to make it to heaven? And let's stop lying on each other. Whatever happened in the past, let it die. A lot of you cannot get over the past because you know you lied about the past. But to me, I'm over it. If my grandmama was living here today, and I'm talking direct to my family now, if my grandmama was living today, Grandma Elisa Mae Harris, and the family is not pulling together like they supposed to, what would she do? I'm talking to my family now. What would she do? My auntie, I love her. That one right there. I will call her, she will pick up. I would tell her my problem, she would say, son, pray. And I've been loving her ever since. And the two daughters, my two cousins, I love them too. They don't have much to say, but they will listen. And my cousin, they know who they is. They ain't number 3. She had 3 kids. And when I called him, me and him was locked up together. He did not disrespect me. Didn't matter what he heard, he didn't disrespect me. He respected me, and I respected him. I'm telling y'all, as of this day, let's get right. We always talking about let's get right, let's go home. You can't go home if you ain't got God in you. The Bible tell you that if you cannot forgive your brother, if you say, everybody talking about they love Jesus, ain't never seen that man, but you can't love the ones down here. Your family members, you can't love them. Your friends, you can't love them. You despise them. Looking for something bad to happen to them. I don't look for nothing bad to happen to nobody. When I went to Jacksonville, Florida, the worst thing happened to me right there in Jacksonville. I didn't have no family to run to. I didn't have nowhere to go. And that's the worst thing that happened to me in Jacksonville. I called home, no answers. But anyway, I pray that you all listen to this. I pray that you all listen to this. I'm not just talking to my family, I'm talking to everybody in this whole world. I'm going to place this on YouTube. And I'm going to place this on Facebook. I pray that you listen to it. I pray that you receive something out of it. Because God is not dead. He's still alive. And He's coming back for a church without a sparkle or a wrinkle. And I'm not talking about a physical church. Oh no, I'm not talking about a building. That's not the church. You know who the church is. God bless you. And I love you. Bless you.